Hi, it's Foodie Food Girl, aka Veronica, and today I'm going to show you how to make raw hummus. This is the raw hummus that I make, and I make this from sprouted peas and sprouted chickpeas and some sprouted lentils. I get this from my farmer's at my farmer's market, and this is called a crunchy bean mix. Now you can see here it says peas and garbanzo beans, aka chickpeas, and lentil sprouts. They're all organic, and I'm just going to blend this together. Now a lot of people, when they do raw hummus, it is a very intense flavor, so it's not going to be the cooked chickpeas with a ton of oil that you experience when you buy it at a mainstream store. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my mixer here, throw everything in, put all that in here, and I'm going to add a couple of things to this blend. I have a zucchini here. I'm just going to chop it up a little bit, get rid of the end, and put that in here. And I have juice. I've got a half a lemon in here, and I'm just going to put some lemon juice, squeeze it in here. I just pulled this from my garden, so I've got some garlic. I'm going to put a garlic bud in here. I'll just cut the end off. And then what I do is I mash it, and then it just lets you peel this so much easier. And then throw the garlic bud in here. And I really like a lot of herbs. So I've cut some cilantro and some parsley from my garden. I'm going to grab maybe about 2 sprigs, throw the parsley in here, and I'm going to throw some cilantro in here as well. There's nothing like fresh herbs. Now cilantro, another name for cilantro is coriander. And you can see this is dried cilantro with the flowers on it. So I'll use that in the winter if I don't have any fresh cilantro, which is also known as Chinese celery. So it's always good. You can always just dry these. They're great. Now cumin, I have 2 kinds here. I have one that's from the US and one from India. And honestly, when you smell them, they have such a different smell, and they actually have a different taste. The one from India is a very, very strong smell and a strong taste. So I'm going to use the one from the US. I don't want to put in too much, but I'll just sprinkle some in here for a little bit of a flavor. There you go. And I make this garlic powder from the shallots that I have, and then I dry them, dehydrate them, and then I grind them. So I make my own garlic powder, throw that in here. And earlier in my videos, I had made black tahini, black sesame seed tahini paste. So now I'm going to just grab about, a good tablespoon and throw that in here as well. And just so that it runs a little bit smoothly, I'm going to add some oil, maybe about 2 tablespoons. Okay, we'll pop the lid on and turn it on. Okay, let's check it. Now what we'll want to do is just push it down a little bit, and you can see the consistency is starting to come. And what we want to make sure that this is nice and smooth. While I'm at it, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And this is an herb salt that I make myself. And it is very fragrant. And you know, I'm going to just add a little bit more oil because I want this really creamy. And if you want it more lemony, you can just add a little bit more lemon juice to it as well, because hummus is very lemony. Put the lid on, and then we'll spin it on again. Scrape down the sides. It's going to start getting nice and creamy now. You can do this in your Vitamix as well. It's usually where I do my stuff, is my Vitamix. but not everybody has a Vitamix, so I wanted to show you. Most people have a food processor, So I thought I would just use it and show you how easy this is to make. I'll just let it go for a few minutes. Okay, let's open this up. Oh wow, look at this nice creamy consistency. This is wonderful. So I'm just going to scrape this down a little bit. And I'm going to just... Now, if you wanted to make this really sort of runny, it's thick, but it's not runny. You can put it really into the Vitamix for a few minutes and just get that really nice consistency that, if you like that kind of hummus. I don't mind. This is all raw. It's all good and it's delicious. So let me just take a try of this. I know this looks really messy, sorry. Let me just try this now. Oh, that is so good. So, the last thing that I do is I take a little bit of paprika, and this one happens to be from Spain. And I take a nice small little sieve and I just sprinkle this over top. Grab a nice piece of parsley and there you go. You got a beautiful raw hummus that took only a few minutes to make, and it's so healthy. And with all the sprouted beans, it just gives you a little bit more extra life force. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And for this and other recipes, please check out my link below.